Hello, everybody. Welcome to my talk. I am doing, I was thinking, what am I going to do? And I thought, let me do, because I've been, my villain era, let me just say it. I'm going to do my villain era and start my villain era. I bought this book, Know Your Worth, from Angie Bellemare, which is a Beachbody or ex Beachbody person that I enjoy and look up to. And she's one of those mentors that people say, well, you could have mentors. There could be a mentor that you don't have to talk to the mentor, just listen to what they say and what they do and love them. So I love her, and so yes, I bought several things from her. I've talked about it. The planners, I bought them for a full year, and I wanted to go ahead and do just get the inserts, the inside of them, and use the same because it's like seasonal planners. But she has some cool new ones right now. But anyway, I got a Target planner, and it works just fine, but it's not the same as I like getting those planners. But anyway, so I've been telling my cousin because okay, we just I turned 54 last week. Last week was my birthday week, and it was so fun. I had lots of fun and a lot of people loving me and making the food that I love and all that good stuff. And I showed you and I've talked about it. But my cousin, my best friend, my best cousin ever, she turned 54 in August. And so now it was my turn. I go, oh, you caught up. And I said, okay, Alma, this is our villain era because it's our last year before we become senior citizens because we will be 55 next year and we'll be senior citizens. So we need to do our villain era this year because we want to. That's why. So I said, let me bring up a book and read all the things because she says, so are you gonna be villain there or are we gonna be mean? And that's what I thought when I read this book. I'm like, I can't be mean. I don't know how to be mean. Like, one of I don't know if I talked about my son, but one of the things he's always told me that we've been having problems, and he says that he wishes I were like a real Mexican mom, that he wants me to say bad words and to yell at him and to tell him what to do and la la la. And I go, dude, I'll try, but it's just not in me. It's not something that, I mean, I could do it, but it's not what I want to do, right? It's to please him, and that's what the Villanera is all about. Not having to do things to please other people, but put yourself first, which, you know, that's what we're gonna do. So, yeah, it's really hard for me to be like bossy or mean or yell at my kids. Like I've been so I'm an Aquarius, and I've been looking at the something came up Aquarius, and you know how Instagram is. You go and it just gives you more and more of what you liked. And so I put a lady that was talking about Aquarius, I forwarded to my story because I thought it's like so dead on what she was saying. So after that, I kept scrolling, which is a waste of my time, but it was fun because it was saying a lot of things about Aquarius, and everything seemed like exactly, like not exactly, but it made a lot of sense of what, like, my choices and what I've been going through. And because they said you're it's they say that 2026 is going to be like a big year for Aquarius, but they said that it didn't start just in January, that it's been like we've had some really bad years and I've had some really bad years, and that it started little by little and it's getting us here, and finally this is the year where it's all gonna like open up and be happy, hopefully. hopefully. I want to believe them. I want to believe them. So here we go. So I said, let me pull this out, read what the villain era is, so then I can tell my cousin, this is how we're going to do this thing. So it has, here it is, villain era. It has 4 steps, and we're just going to, and this is cool because it has 4 steps, and it has her, like, examples here. But then it has a blank one on the page, on the prior page right here, villain era. So it's telling you all the same things I'm going to read on the other side, and then you can write your own. But this book is so pretty and colorful, not from the outside, but it's very pretty and colorful inside. So you could buy the separate sheets, like a workbook. And so that I did it. I bought the workbook because I didn't want to write on my pretty book. And I love all these things. Also today, I got I got this, when I was scrolling this post, and it's like 3 of these, like a journal and a planner, and they're all like sitting like this next to each other, and it's 3 of them, and I have a lot of them. And not this year too much. I don't know what happened this year, but usually I have 2 or 3 things going at the same time, and I like to write and check off and do all that good stuff. But it wasn't, and I think I sent it to my story as well, because it's the 3 of them, and they're talking to each other. I go, I really like her, but she has problems, like, and I thought it was the funniest thing because yes, I write, the things that are going on at work on one of them. What my plan is, for this and that, my journal, what my hopes and dreams are, la la la. And so all these books, they have everything that I cherish in my little heart and my little brain. And it's funny how I go, they probably do talk. If the books could talk, they would be definitely like saying, oh, pobrecita, pobrecita. But anyhow, it's been 7 minutes. I haven't even started reading this stupid thing. But anyway, it's Villain Era. I'm gonna read this one because it has her examples that I could talk to you about. So the first step is to do set your boundaries, which it's hard for me too because I'm a yes girl. I really am. If somebody says something, I ask for something, it's just really hard for me to say no. So I need to work on this, but let's read it. So the boundaries are relationships. Who drains you and who lifts you up? And I actually, on the workbook, I wrote the things, and it was so heartbreaking because I put a couple people there that I love. Actually, I put the people that I most love on the list of people who drain me, and it's sad. It's sad. It hurt my heart, and then I'm like, I can't believe, like, this is my feeling. But that's why these workbooks are good, because it makes you think, like, what you really want. Tell me what you want, what you really really want. But so yes, and it was heartbreaking. But then it also, who lifts you up, and I had a whole list of people that lift me up. And so, you want to spend something, because I saw the video too before. So let's see what she's saying. And it says that you try, because you love these people, you want to give them your time. And then so you split your time between the people that drain you and the people that lift you. But shouldn't you be spending more time with the people that lift you, because the people that drain you, right? Unfortunately for me, it's some of the people I love the most, and I wish they wouldn't drain me, but they do. So we're gonna figure something out there. Maybe I will talk to them and say, do you want to be on this list or on this list? So help me out here. Help me make a decision and see what happens. But anyway, on that first step, so it's the relationship, people who drain you and people who lift you. Values. Where do you compromise on your values? Compromise, peaceful household, and time. Happiness. How can you protect your peace? Happiness. Say no. Answer less. Set expectations. So she was saying like say no to things like she was saying baby showers and all these parties that she doesn't waste her time on because she rather not go there and do things that she wants to do. But when she says that, in my little heart, I really like going and because we don't do friends too much. We do like family, and I love being with my family, knowing what they're doing, knowing what their goals are, and applauding them when they reach them or whatever. And babies are cool goals, and I really like them, and I like seeing the babies. So I enjoy those parties just because you get to be with the people you love. So, you maybe that's not her thing, but that definitely is my thing. I do like on Saturday. She says there's only 52 Saturdays a year. Why are you going to waste them on baby showers? But you're not, because, well, in my case, I go and that's where I see, people I love. I talk to them. We smile, we laugh, we eat. Very important in this person's life. But yeah, so boundaries. I think where it most affects me is in the people that drain me and the people that lift me up. And then, the values compromise people. Yeah, I compromised my house a lot because I let everybody do what they wanted. And there was an Aquarius thing about Aquarius mothers and how we don't like bully our kids to be the way we want them to be, which I completely. And then but then my kids, some of them say that that was not good, that they wish they would have had like a harder hand. And I don't know, I truly believe that I did what I thought was right. And it's let them live and let them become the person they're going to become. I'm not going to whip them to be what I want them to be. And you know, I, we've got problems. We've got problems, but I love that my kids are very independent, that they're not followers. They don't go and, oh, because this person has this dress or this bag or this car, they go and they do the things they like to do because that's what I taught them to do. I'm hoping it's not, you don't want to go get the brand name. You want to go get what you like, what you feel good in, what you enjoy, not because everybody's wearing this, you're gonna go wear that. And you're just gonna be happy. And I think had my family survived together, I think it would have been good. Um, I don't think it's wrong that I did that. I really don't. I don't know what went wrong, but do you think I gave him too much freedom? I don't know. I should post that. I should look for it again, like Aquarius mothers. Maybe I did put it in my story. I don't know. But let me finish with this because it's 14 minutes already. Anyway, step 2, villain aesthetic, which is the cool one. So, of course, I'm not supposed to have this mess that I have over here. It's supposed to be clean. And I clean it, every once in a while. But what I do, I just like hang everything and it's clean, but it's not like what they want. Okay, here it goes. Villain aesthetic. Your character, what do they wear, listen to, eat, enjoy, look for, etc. Deep clean your space. Keep it or toss it. Be ruthless. Notice the power you have when you show up as this character. And she's saying that you want to be like, look at like Cruella de Vil and how her house is clean and how she dresses like cool, or like Maleficent, how she's always like, and her house is. Now, I don't remember their houses, but they are very, and they're very like, no, like, I'm gonna do this because this is what's next. You gotta wait in line. I'm gonna do like what I wanna do first, which is this whole villain thing. So let me read what she wrote. Okay. She, meaning her example, says she wears a sleek black one piece catsuit. She is fierce and does not back down. She eats healthy and has a great bod. Tossing out, the, donating any clutter or excess, minimal household, sleek, just like my villain persona. So she's saying to just throw away the stuff that, and you know what I have most of? I just have piles of paper. And then I don't know what to do with it, so I leave it for later. And so I'm gonna get rid of that soon. And I'm gonna have a sleek, my desk shouldn't have that much paper. Yeah, I think the paper is the one that does it, because see, there's paper over there's paper on the floor, but other than that, like all the other stuff is good. I think it's just the paper, so I need to go paperless one day. But yeah, she said to choose somebody, like to remember a movie where somebody was like and how clean their house was and how perfect they looked, and I my daughter even got me a strainer, and I said I'm gonna dress up and be nice looking for when I would do the videos. Well, this is like week 4, and I don't think I've done it once. But like today, I haven't done my exercise, so I said, should I shower and change? But it's getting dark, and the sun was coming out a little bit ago, and I missed the sun because it's late already. But oh well. So I said, you know what, next week, next month, because I already ruined all of January. But another thing, my daughter said, because her birthday is coming up on the weekend, and she goes, "Oh my God, it's my birthday already?" Because I was telling her, "Let's do this for your birthday." She says, "Okay," and I go, "I can't believe January is over," because her birthday's on the last day of January, and she goes, "After January, it's just December's around the corner," and I go, "Oh my God, that's so true." Um, Anywho, let's go to step number 3. So first, you put your boundaries. Second, your persona and the room that you're in, your house, you make it slick and pretty, or whatever it is you think, is your villain or aesthetic. And step 3 is me first. So top priority would be you and future you. Everything else takes a backseat. Habits, daily movement, and healthy diet. What will you prioritize, and what habits will you implement into your routine? And I think I already do this. I tried last year to be that I would be my top priority, and I did it. A little bit. I did a lot of travel, more than I usually do, and I thought that was making me happy, and being me. Because instead of thinking like I should have paid my debt with the stuff I did instead of doing the stuff I did, but I need a little, pampering, feeling happy, looking at the world. Oh, it was so pretty to be out. Like most of my travel was nature, and it was so nice to be out there in, greens, breathing the air, the water, just everything. But okay, so her example says, habit habits to prioritize, kind of pronounce that, health, eating clean, meal prep, daily movement, reading and creative time, walking, time to feel and look good. So that is Villanera. And one more, step 4. Step 4, get your ish together. Ish is shit. That's what she calls. She says, instead of saying get your shit together, she says get your ish together. So what that is what will you eliminate and start saying no to? What will you make time for? You set your schedule, no one else does. And it's really easy right now that I'm by myself, and I've been feeling lonely this month, but I'm thinking this is a good thing because it gives me a time to be like, if I were in my family right now, I wouldn't even read this book because I'd be spending all my time making all of them happy. And so now the only one I have to make happy is me. So that's what I'm gonna do. This year we're gonna do a good villain era, and we'll this is where I mainly show my villainess, because on Instagram I do a little bit of stories and pictures of what I did, but here's where I tell you everything that's going on. So anyway, if it doesn't raise the number in your bank account or your internal freaking happiness, you say no. So if it's not making money for me and if it's not making me happy, then I'm gonna say no. Life is short. There are only, this is where she wrote, life is short. There are only 52 Saturdays a year. Spend them how you want to and stop apologizing for it. So just do things and don't think like, what are other people gonna say because I wore this, because I didn't say this, because I chose this, Don't think of what other people are gonna do or say or feel. Do you. And that is the villain era, my friend. That is what we're gonna do. And I think we could do it. And I'm gonna share it with my cousin because like on the horoscope thing that I was talking about, they have put us together because I'm an Aquarius and she's a Leo. And they say that the reason they are putting us together so much this year is because we're both gonna have a good year and we align in the way, like I'm on this side and she's on this side, or vice versa, those two signs. So they're very much in line with each other, even if this one's over here and this one over here. So we're different, but we're in the same line of horoscope-ness. And so they've been putting a lot of things on. Since today I saw that they're putting us together a lot. But the first time I did that was like at the beginning of the month. And I sent it to her. I go, oh, look. And it actually said, this is Leo and Aquarius walking into their villain era. And I go, or maybe it didn't say villain era. It said something else. And then I sent it to stories and I said, look, Alma and me. Because she's Leo and I'm Aquarius. And then she responded, yes, villain era, because I've been telling her, like, we're going to do our villain era this year because, like I said, it is the last year that we're going to be young, because next year we're going to be senior citizens. So let's see how that goes. But meanwhile, we have these 12 months, 11 now. She has less than me. But we're going to villainize it and see how it goes. I hope we have fun, her and I, because we both deserve it, because this is the last year of our youngness. So with that, I let you go. Like and follow, like everybody else says, and I will see you on Thursday. Let's see what I have for you then, because I just literally prepared this right now. I had been thinking of it, but I just taped it now, and I'm going to upload it in a minute and see what I come up for Thursday.